Okay, so I've just gotten off the roof, right? I'm gonna leave the ladder up so that way I can jump back up there after I get the signature, right? But I leave it up there so that I don't have to go all do it. I have this with me. I have it brought it up there to take my measurements or whatever, but I have it with me. And when I get off the roof, now I approach the homeowner. I go knock on the door. He answers the door. Alex, the homeowner. I'm a salesman. So here we go. Alex, so what was your last name?
Oh, French.
I'm sure people will bring things so we can, if you did a party thing.
Okay, and what was the address here?
8269 Washington Boulevard.
Usually adult
And what's the zip code?
4624.
What's the best number I can reach at? Phone number.
317. Why are you asking? Never mind. 317-370-3368.
Well, I'm asking, so this is the form 3368?
Yep.
This is information I got to gather. Every time I do, I've got to get all the time. Every time I do this, I've got to get this information for the
Okay.
just to verify something here for my brothers. So, and your email?
FrenchRIE.edu.
Okay, and see, the source was and so this storm was August 1st, 2017. I don't know if I show you the storm swath or not, but you were in that storm swath. That's why we're here. We're working this whole neighborhood. So 8117. Yeah, so this is for insurance stuff right here. So I have to. This is for me documenting this claim. Right. So today is today's June 1st.
Yep. 0601.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So look. So you've got 3 cap shingles. I don't have the dimensions. I'll measure it here when we get done with this. Right? But it's 3 cap shingle, and you've got 5-inch gutters, and you have vinyl siding up there. Right. Your window. I haven't done a full inspection on the outside. I'm gonna wait till we get this. I had to see if there was damage, and then we have to go over this.
Yeah.
And then if we go further with this, then I can do the rest of it. But I had to get this done before I can do anything else.
Okay.
So what this is right here, this is a contingency. Okay. This is paperwork. I have to fill this out for every claim that I have, or for every inspection I do, just so we document it in-house. But this also works as, it's basically a contract, right? But it's not locking you into anything until insurance approval. So here's how it works, right? So this has 4 things, right? The first thing is, it allows me to work with your adjuster. It allows me to get back on your roof. I can get up there to do the initial inspection. That's all I'm allowed to do per our company insurance, right? After this, after I've done that initial inspection to determine whether there's storm damage, now, in order for me to be covered by my insurance, so if anything crazy happens, because it's a dangerous thing getting on roofs. I mean, I've yet to fall off one, but I've heard crazy stories, and I've seen it happen. So our insurance, and the insurance is really high for us to be able to do that, right? And so they have strict parameters. So I have to have something signed by you in order for me to be able to keep getting on the roof. Otherwise, our insurance won't cover it. And I don't want you to be liable for something like that. So we got to make sure we're covered there, right? Now, the second thing this does is this protects you. If we file this claim, right, which I want to do, you definitely got damage out there, and I know I can get you. I don't want to give you 100%. I'm not trying to overpromise and underdeliver, but I'm fairly confident that I can get you a roof approved by an insurance company, right? So in this case, if we go up there and they only approve partial, if they only approve just one part of the roof or a repair, you're not locked into this, because we're going to write up the contract for a full roof replacement, right?
Yeah.
So you're not locked into this. When we put a price on here, when we get the scope together and everything, and let's say it says $30,000, and then they only approve a repair and they say $1,000, something like that, you're not locked into $30,000, right? And then let's say that they do approve a full thing, and then we end up agreeing to like $23,000, right? But it was 30. We adjust the contract, right? This is contingent on insurance approval and what they agree to. So this protects you. If it doesn't get approved, this is toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
Now the third thing is that it protects us. Because if we write for 30 and they come back at 10 and they hold fast on 10, we're not writing fluff. We're writing what's required to get it done. Now we have a little bit of wiggle room, but we have to make our margins. Guys that'll do it for 10, they will not be in business to cover any warranty. And plus they're going to cut corners, and there's no way that it's going to be warranted by the manufacturer because they're not going to use the right products.
Yeah.
They're not going to use the full system. There's no way. It's impossible, right? That's why it's such a fight and such a struggle, and why we have so much value, because we're going to get you what you paid for with your premium. You've already paid for this, right? And here's the thing, right? So if I write the estimate for $20,000 and then they say they'll do it for, 20, after they initially said 10, but then you try to talk me down to 10. If we do that, then they're only going to pay 10. They're not going to pay the whole 20, right? So they only pay for what we invoice them for. That's the law. It's illegal to demand money off the claim. So if your deductible is $1,000, it doesn't matter whether they write the insurance check for 10 million or whether they write it for 1,000. Your cost is your deductible, right? Unless you want upgrades or you want anything like that, anything that's written in the scope that has to do with what's actually on the roof, and that's what's going to cost you to get that done. Now, of course, we do upgrade. You've got 3-cap shingles. We're going to give you dimensionals, not because you're so good looking, not because we like you so much, not because you've got an awesome dog, and because your wife's friendly and I think your kids are cool. Not because of that, but because I don't want to have to come back out here. We're going to put a great system on, so the chances of us having to come back out here and spend money out of pocket fixing the warranty issues are very low. That's why we do that. And that's not going to cost you anything. We're going to do it for the price of the 3-cap. What the insurance says that they'll pay, we'll go ahead and upgrade you on that. That's a gift from us. Right? So that's what we do. Now, basically, that's all the protections here. Now, the last thing this thing says, basically, and like I said, this is kind of a handshake, because we'll have to update this, right? And it'll just be an addendum, right? When we get the final scope, we'll come up with our final price for this. So this will be adjusted a few times, right? But what it says is, listen, if I come out here and I spend my time, my guys, because I'm not getting paid anything on this until we have your contract, we have your job completely built, and we're paid in full. So all the work that I do up until that point, I'm working based on getting paid at the end of the job, right? So there's a lot of work I'll be putting in this. It may take a month, it may take 3 months, it could take longer, it may be quicker, right? But I have a lot of work I have to do for this. So I'm not willing to do that without a commitment from you that says that you will allow me to do the work. So if I put in my time, my energy, my industry experience, my expertise, my professional network, and I do everything, I use all my resources at my disposal to get your roof approved and to get you the best possible quality roof that you can get, to get you the full benefits of your claim, to get you what you've been paying for with your premiums every month for however many years you've been paying, the $20, $30, $40,000 you paid into insurance and not got a claim for, which is pretty average, right? Most people never file a claim, right? If I do all that for you, is it a fair deal that you let my company do the work so that I can get paid for all my work?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So look, here's what I need you to do, all right? I just need you to give me your John Hancock right here.
All right.
And then print your name and date it, and then I'll do the same thing. Push hard because, you know, it's got to go through because it's carbon copy, right? So make sure you can read it because the bottom copy is going to be yours. All right, so who did you say the insurance company was? Oh, you got it?
State Farm.
Okay, Snake Farm? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, did I say snake? Oh, my bad. Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes they're rough, sometimes they're not, right? We have jokes, right? They're not all bad guys. I'm not going to try and say that, right? Some of them are really good guys that really want to take care of you. And it's really usually not the adjusters. It's their guidelines, right? And it's the executives trying to pinch pennies. Because listen, the insurance companies pay $1 billion on average per year per insurance company in insurance plans. So if they can save 1% of that, 1%. So let's say a claim is $10,000 now is our average claims across the board, right? They say 1%, that's $100 a claim. That's not very much on a $10,000 claim. So it seems like a little bit. That's $100 million when you're looking at 1% of $1 billion. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
So imagine they save $1,000 a claim. That's a lot, right? And that's money they're taking directly out of your pocket. And it doesn't seem like much because it's $100, but it's a lot of $100, right? And so we got to watch out for that kind of stuff, right? So anyway, here's what we do, right? We give you a 5-year leak-free workmanship warranty. That means that anything that happens as a result of us making a mistake somewhere, or maybe some flashing failed or something like that, anything that was something that we did, we fix it within 5 years. Right? Okay. You just let us know immediately, and we come back out, no problem. Right? But we don't want anyone else on the roof except us in that time. And you can let somebody get out there. Just make sure you let us know. And we gotta approve that in writing or be there for it, right? Because we want to make sure that, you know, no one else gets up there and accidentally messes something up, right? So, but then we use top quality. We use certain key products, and that's best in breed. It's just the best product out there, right? They've been in business for over 100 years. Their parent company is Saint-Gobain, which is the first business ever created from 1665, I believe the year was.
Okay.
Right, in France, right? So we've got a pretty good company we work with there, and they honor their warranties. They do everything they're supposed to do. So we are very confident in their abilities. Plus, not only that, but they actually publish the weight of their shingles. It's 238 pounds per square, which I know that doesn't mean much to you, but most of them don't publish it because they've dropped theirs to like 209 pounds a square. A square is 100 square feet, right? So that's like what, 10 to 20%? That's a pretty significant amount.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
So
that's a
imagine
lot.
if your house had 20% less wood in it.
It's just heavy.
Right? Would you want a builder building your house with 20% less wood?
No, I'd want the full thing.
Right, so why would you want a shingle that has 20% less granules and less asphalt and less material, right? You want the heavier stuff that's more protected, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's also an algae resistant shingle, and even we use a good, better, best. We do offer upgrades, but even the good offers a 10-year unlimited warranty, and then they're lifetime shingles anyway. And so they never go down to 0%, right? Even at 50 years, they go down to 20% of the value of it because they're prorates after 10 years. They're not going to forever just give you a free roof, right?
Yeah.
But it's a manufacturer defect that cause that, right? But then, okay, now we'll come back for a pre-project checklist, and then you'll give us specifications like, do you want us to put tarps over your landscaping? You know, what do you want us to do? Where do you want us to drop the materials? Can we pull in your yard or can we get in your driveway? How can we do it so it least affects the property in the least amount of way and has no problem, right?
Right.
And then we remove all the debris, obviously. You know, we're going to haul off all the debris and get rid of it. You know, take care of all that for you. So there'll be nothing left when we get done except the awesome work, all right? And then now, we're also going to do a final walkthrough. I'm going to walk through this after the project. I'm going to go around with a magnetic nail driller. Our crews do anyway at the end of the day, each day, just to make sure that, you know, you're not going to get a flat tire or that, you know, kids or parents or you don't step on a nail, right?
Yeah.
Now, I am going to give this disclaimer. On an average project, there's 20,000 nails. I can't guarantee that every single one's going to get picked up, right? But I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to get as much as I can, all right? So, that being said, we do that as much as good as we possibly can. And then the job is not complete until we walk around with you and you're like, oh my God, Greg, I love you so much. I want to give you can I give you an interview right now? Can you do a video interview of me? Can I please give you a Google review and put it on Angie's List and put it on your website and put it on Facebook? And that's what I want you to say. I want you to be that happy. I want you to be that happy. Which, by the way, if you're not an Angie's List member, if you give us an Angie's List review, you get a free membership. That's not us, that's Angie's List because of that, right? So, got a lot of benefits to that. But anyway, until you sign this certificate of completion, right, that says the customer satisfaction survey, that says you're happy, job's not complete, right? So I want to make sure you're happy before you're done. What we offer is impeccable customer service, right? And top-notch, best-in-breed contractor, right? Full service deal. We make sure you get what you're supposed to get. So, now what I need you to do, right, we've got this signed, ready to go. So I went through this stuff with you, so I'm going to check it off.
Yep.
Now I need you to save this. I know you're going to anyway, it's a contract, but save this because when I come back in a few days, I'm going to have all our estimate put together, and then we'll put a price in here, right? And then I've got a letter that we're going to send off as a proof of loss that we'll put together for you, right? It's going to be tailored towards you with your name and information, the insurance company information, because you're going to tell me who it is and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then that way we can send that off, certified mail. That's going to be an expense you're going to have to incur, certified mail, but you got to send it like that. That way they've got proof of loss, and that way we're being proactive about your claim. We're not going to let them tell us what's going on because I'm documenting this already. I've already got this video that I didn't show you the video. I'll show you the video when we get down here.
Okay.
Right? But you can see the initial inspection, right? And then I'm going to go up there and I'm going to document the rest of it. I'm going to measure the roof. I'm going to draw it up so that we can do the estimate.
Yep.
And we can have all the pictures and we can just have a well put together file to send out to the insurance company. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do right now. I got you signed so I can get on your roof. Right?
Perfect.
And what I need you to do is go in here and call Snake Farm.
Oh, yeah.
It's 800 SF claims. That's the number. You don't call your agent. You call the claim hotline. 800 SF claims. And then, you know, you got to go through forms. You know, it's a new claim, whatever. Take you a few minutes. Take you about 10 minutes to call the claim in. But listen, I need you to tell them you're working with Greg from Eagle Restoration. And he's your general contractor. You've hired to do this job.
Yeah.
You got to say that stuff because that helps the process go along. Right? They're going to try and find a lot of loopholes, try and get out of a lot of stuff so they can save that $100 or that $1,000 on the claim, which doesn't help you, it hurts you. Right? Anything they try to throw in here is going to be a disservice towards you. Believe me, they're going to do everything they can to save money. They're a financial institution, unfortunately. They're supposed to be indemnity, but they're financial. So we, right, your contractor and you, we are a team, right? And so I am fighting on your behalf, right? Now, I wasn't there when you signed up your policy and like that. I just know what most people have in their policies and what's going on with that, and I know what most people are entitled to, right?
Yeah.
What most policies say. I have no idea what's going on with yours. I'm really not even allowed to talk to you about your policy, right? I just know from my experience, my stuff my former customers, present customers, anyone that's in my circle, I know what's going on with them, and I read stuff there, and so I can talk about that, right? But anyway, I'm really good at this, and so I'm gonna let you go inside. I need you to call this in. They're gonna give you a claim number, right?
Okay.
And then they're gonna have their adjuster call you in 1 to 3 days. When he calls you, he's gonna give you a time when he wants to come out. You need to tell him to call me, right? You've got my card, you've got my number, plus it's on here anyway, right? So I need you to call me and tell me that and give me all the information so that I can schedule it, because I'm pretty busy too. Just because he says 2 o'clock Tuesday doesn't mean I'm gonna be available, right?
Right.
I try to, and I work around that stuff, but I can't just be forced to be on his schedule, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna have to do that with him, and we're gonna, and as soon as you call me back, we're gonna reschedule me and you meeting up here so we can get the contract signed and get the proof of loss signed, right? And get this updated, and then we're gonna send this in to the insurance company before they come out. Send a certified mail, so that way they can't say they didn't file it, right? But
Right.
put your claim number, all that stuff. That way they can't say they didn't see it. We're gonna make sure we got on file, because it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. All right?
Right.
Okay, great. So I got this for you. So what I need you to do is, and we can always put these back together, whatever, later. But here's yours.
Okay.
When you get in there, just write down a claim number, right where it says claim number.
Okay.
And then when I get done looking at your roof, I'm gonna come back down, knock again, and I'll get that claim number from you, right? And then sometimes they do assign an adjustment right down there. If they do, let me know what's going on with that. Give me that information. But all we gotta do is we gotta stay transparent, right?
Right.
The way that I can make sure I can give you great customer service is if you talk to me about any concerns or questions you have, and if I talk to you and to give you solutions. Because they say I'm a salesman. I'm not. I'm a problem solver, right? You have problems, I find solutions, right?
Yep.
You have concerns, I relieve those concerns. You know, you're restless about something, I make it so you can rest easy. That's what I do, right? So I'm just here to make it as easy as possible on you and to make sure that you get the full value that you're supposed to get, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do great for you, man. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I'm really excited too.
Cool. All right, I gotta get back to work, man. Man,
Yeah.
I'll talk your head off, but I gotta jump up here because I got another appointment. One of your neighbors over here, I gotta talk to them. So I gotta hurry up and draw this roof out so I can get this information over to us so we can get this process going, man. I wanna get this taken care of as quickly as possible. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
All right.
great.
Awesome,
Cool.
man. Cool.
All right.
Cool. Thanks.